All right, YouTube, thank you for joining us. Facebook, everybody, wherever you're joining us from. And I have got to do one other thing here, real quick. I have to go live. We are now live on the radio station as well. Thank you for joining us, accessradio.ca. We're on the rock channel, on the country channel, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe down below, hit that like button, all that fun stuff. This is Sauerkraut here. And we have a special guest for you today. I'm just adding her to the stream. There we go, Mrs. Payton Howie. Payton,
Hey.
how the heck are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good, very good. Now, am I saying your name right? Is it Payton Howie?
That is perfect.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to screw up a name like that, right? So,
Hey, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I've heard it all.
well, that's true. I mean, sometimes people overthink it. My name's Sauerkraut. That's what they call me, anyways. You know me personally. We're friends on Facebook. But that's what the people here know me as, is Sauerkraut. I do a couple of shows. Coffee with Sauerkraut is one of them.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Right. Yes. And then we do interviews with artists. And you caught my attention. I have a country music playlist on Spotify, and I was going through there, and all of a sudden it popped up and said, "You should check this girl out." So I went and I checked out Payton Howie. And at that time, you didn't have, what was the, you didn't have Run Boy Run yet. You had Troublemaker on there.
Mhm.
And that was the song that caught my attention and got me thinking, wow, this girl, she's got an amazing voice, whatnot. And then, so I added you to that playlist. And people kept commenting on it, asking about it. I contacted you through Twitter, but we weren't able to connect there. So I had to get a hold of you personally, and finally we were able to connect. So that's awesome. A little bit of a story there. Yeah. But let's talk about you. And so you've been doing country music for how long?
Man, I love country. I've been singing country music since I was about, I'd say since I was in high school, I'd say probably 14, 15, I would say. That's how long I've been singing, yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
And then, so I have a little background story here. I do research. Everybody does research beforehand, but I go pretty deep. But anyways, I did see something there that says you were at a Carrie Underwood concert when you were 5 years old. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so okay, when I was 5, my mom took me to my very first concert, and that's your first concert is always the best because, it's first time experiencing something with that kind of intensity. It was so fun. And I was all like dressed up in a little cowgirl outfit, I had a little hat and everything, and it was this outdoor arena, and we were sitting in our seats, and as the concert went on, we were kind of getting shoved out and into the aisles, just because people were jumping up and down and dancing, and I was in the aisle just dancing around, and the spotlight was like swinging over this, like the audience like that, and it stopped over where I was dancing, and Carrie Underwood was up on stage, and she like crouched down and she like waved at me, and she's like stopped the whole concert, and she told her security guard like to bring me up on stage with her. So he came over and he like asked my mom, he's like, "Can I bring her up there?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, sure." So
that's awesome.
He like carried me up on stage with her, and we were up there. She was like holding my hand, and we were dancing and singing on stage. It was so fun. So I remember that, and I remember getting to look out and see just all the faces of everybody just singing and having a good time. And I'll never forget that. And from then on, I was like, I know I want to do music. Just that feeling. It never gets old. So.
At the age of 5, that's quite an experience to go through. Get right up on stage with Carrie Underwood, and she was a big name. Well, she still is a big name, but she was a big name back then. I would imagine, probably just fresh off of her American Idol tour type thing, right? So
yeah, that was at her Some Hearts tour when she dropped that big album. That's still by far my favorite album she's ever done.
Right. Awesome. That's good. So we got some people coming in here joining. We have we're on multiple platforms right now. It only tells us the one platform how many people are watching, but we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter as well, which is awesome.
Awesome.
And I know that you wanted to get some songs out of. When do you want to start with a song right now? Let's get people going, and then we'll finish with a song. I know you wanted to finish with a special song because we're going to talk a little bit about that. But let's not waste any time and let's get right into the first song. What's the first song you're going to play?
First song I'm going to play is called Catch Flights. It's the first single I ever put out, and it's out there on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that good stuff. So if y'all like it, you can go ahead and listen to it. When I recorded this song, I had just gotten out of a really crazy relationship with this guy, and he was always telling me like what to wear, like what to sing, how to act, and man, I was tired of being put in that box. So when I recorded this song, I wanted it to be an anthem for myself and an anthem for anyone that hears it, to be like, you know, I'm not gonna be put in that box. I'm gonna be going out and doing the things that I was made to do. So this one's called Catch Flights. I hope you'll like it.
Awesome.
Wrap around front porch, white picket fence to me, and thought I should be in love and stay here like our parents did for everything, man. But honey, that ain't us. We made that pretty clear. And since you took off, hell, if I'm staying here so long, settling down, baby, I gotta go. I found the cure for lonely. Sayonara, adios, I'll be waving goodbye. My first class window seat. And boy, you can't compare to sights unseen. I'd rather catch flights and feelings. Mama dreamed to see me all dressed up in white, but never only out that I've been looking out to see me new crown and sprite. So long settling down, baby, I gotta go. I found the cure for lonely. Sayonara, adios, I'll be waving goodbye. My first class window seat. Boy, you can't compare to sights unseen. I'd rather catch flights and feelings. There's a handsome stranger next to me, trying to catch my eye. He slips me his number, but it just don't have a time. So long, settling down, baby, I gotta go. I found the cure for lonely. Sayonara, adios, I'll be waving goodbye. My first class window seat. Boy, you can't compare to the sights unseen. I'd rather catch flights and feelings. Thank you so much.
Oh, great job indeed. Let me just put you back there. There we go. I'm back. That's an amazing song there. So that one was about a breakup, you said, kind of.
Yeah, that was
the
kind
anthem.
of like that. Kind of like that. Not letting people put you in a box, you know.
Yeah.
People keep you like this.
Yes, yeah. You kind of have that raspy, like Sass Jordan kind of voice. Has anybody ever told you that before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, it's a great thing, and like I said, I've been looking at some of your covers and stuff. You did a cover of the Animals, House on the Rising Sun, which is my favorite song by far. I've got like 10 recorded versions of it, and I'll play it on my station all the time. And I've even got one that's all the way back from the 1800s, a recorded version of the House of the Rising Sun. Like, that's how far back I go when I talk about that song. So yeah, and that's when you did that song too. I was just watching. I only caught you only did like 1:47 that you posted on your Facebook page, just so that that song is actually public domain, so you can actually publish that song at any time, and you're good to go. So just a little bit for you. Yeah, so let's talk about, so currently right now, if my math is correct, you are 19, is that correct?
Yes.
And turning 20 soon, whenever.
In November,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're a Scorpio, just like me. Perfect.
I'm not. I'm actually a Sagittarius, but.
Oh, the end of November. Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
29th. I'm very, very close to December.
Okay. Well, there you go. I know somebody else was born on that day as well. So there. Sorry. So you're Sagittarius. All right. Well, we still get along because Scorpios got Sagittarius. Yeah, they get along for sure. We got some other people that are joining right now. It's being shared all over. Country Roads Records shared it. Beverly Gosden shared it. I don't know. Do you know who Beverly Gosden is?
Sounds familiar. I'm looking at the comments. What's so interesting, whenever I join these StreamYards, I can never see the comments, and then I finally found it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can see it. Yeah. So she's the wife of the late Vern Gosden. So from Chiseled in Stone, stuff like that. But she's a friend of the show, and she comes on often. Don Pierce as well, usually my co-host, or I guess sometimes he says I'm his co-host. I don't know. I'm not a sidekick, though. I am definitely the lead,
the main character.
Superhero. Yes. But so you're 19, so you just graduated high school, is that correct?
I graduated in 2019. I started a little bit early when I started school, so I was kind of a year ahead. And I'm grateful because I graduated class of 2019 instead of 2020 when COVID hit. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yes. And there you go. Beverly Gosden says she's a Sagittarius also.
Yeah, join the club.
Wanda saying hello from Davenport, Iowa.
Hello.
There you go. So you were pretty big into sports. I've seen, I'm not, if you don't want me to, I won't share the pictures, but, but volleyball, softball, what other sports did you play?
Those were the two main that I played in high school. I played a lot of softball growing up. But I grew up playing a lot of sports. My parents really wanted me to be like, try everything and find what you like to do. So, I mean, I did everything from gymnastics to ice skating to tennis, all the good stuff. I played everything, but softball really stuck. And I played volleyball in high school. That was just a high school thing. But I really love softball. I played that since I was 5. And I ended up getting a college scholarship up in my freshman year. And then my freshman year of college, I decided to pursue music full time. And I'm still pursuing my degree in communication and marketing. I stopped playing softball my freshman year of college, which was I think it's a little over a year ago. So that's the story about that. But yeah, no, softball definitely has a huge part of my heart.
Good. That's awesome. So you did pretty well with volleyball. I was looking up again. I know the school you went to, all that stuff. See, I told you, I dig. I find the information. I learned that from Don Pierce. Yeah, I learned that from Don Pierce. Just dig.
Stats.
Yeah. Well, I could tell you that you're 5 foot. No, I'm just.
Oh man, you're on my max preps right now.
Yeah. So currently, so you grew up in Southern California?
Yes, I did.
What town in Southern California?
Temecula.
Temecula.
Yes.
I couldn't say that if I tried.
It's
well,
okay.
I guess I just did.
I've heard it all. I've heard Temecula, Temecula. I've heard it all, but.
Right.
Temecula.
So Whereabouts in Southern California is Temecula?
It's about an hour north of San Diego.
Okay.
Not too far
So
from the beach.
right. So you got the beach, you got all the fun in the sun and stuff like that. But now, where are you currently living?
Now I split my time between Nashville and Texas near Houston. So I split my
Okay.
time. I'm kind of traveling back and forth all the time, and especially during COVID, getting to play shows, or not during. Now it's kind of coming to an end, but getting to play
Over
shows.
there, not over, not over here. I'm in Canada. It's still they're
Oh,
going crazy
really?
about it here. Yeah, it's yeah. They have to wait for our vaccines won't be completed until yours are pretty much done. They're slow with getting the vaccines here. So
I'll
yeah,
make sure they hurry up for you guys.
yeah, there you go. If you could put it in a word with Joe Biden, say that Sauerkraut over there needs his shot so that he could get over here and start touring with everybody.
We'll do. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But I did notice that you had some concert dates coming up in April, actually this month too, in Texas and in even New England. I saw some
It's
in
actually
New
in
England.
Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
I know.
All
I've
right.
had a couple people ask that, and I'm like, I'm telling you. But yes, actually Nebraska, not New England. But
Okay, so Nebraska, there you go. Well, so I seen that, and then where else are you touring? Just those two states right now?
right now I'm playing some shows in Texas. I was playing some shows in Nashville just about a week ago, so I'm going to be out there again. I'm going to be out there again in I believe 2 weeks, and then
Right.
later in June I'm going back out to California to play some shows out there. I'm going to be playing Freedom Jam 2021, and that's going to be in Missouri. So I'm kind of all over
Yeah.
as the year continues on. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to get to go and play some places I've never played, kind of go back and revisit places I've played before. So I'm going to be all over.
Good. That's awesome. Yeah. I had some other stuff written down, but I have very illegible writing. I can't write or even read my own writing sometimes at the best of times. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't have good handwriting either.
yeah. Now I did see that something about you support you do a lot of benefits and stuff for the USO and first responders, stuff like that.
Yeah, I do. I have a if anybody that knows me knows that I have I have a big heart for our military and first responders and our veterans especially. I love to do anything that I can to just donate my time or my music, anything to just whether it's raise funds for veterans that need any kind of financial aid or anything like that, or just be there to entertain them, anything like that. Or I've done things for our 9/11 tribute out here in Texas, and I've done quite a few other things like Freedom Jam. That one's raising money for our veterans and military and first responders for anything that they need as far as rehabilitation funds. So I'm really looking forward to that one. But I do quite a few things.
Yeah, that's good. Some of the things the station kind of supports first responders as well. We have actually one of our sponsors is Ontario Fire Prevention Services.
Oh, wow.
And they actually donate to the Fallen Hero Scholarship Fund. They donate to I'm just trying to think what else. The Phoenix Society for Burn Survivors, stuff like that, and then local charities also. But we also on Access Radio we have a DJ. Her name is Laurie Lace, and she's actually a country music singer as well. And she does a military spot out or shout out every day on their show. So they usually get a military themed song and then they play that shout out. But yeah, if you have any charities or anything that you work with, we should probably team you up with Lori Lace anyways and get that out there for sure.
That sounds great. Yeah, I have a ton that I work with as far as workout apparel, like that support our military and first responders. I've worked with people that work to prevent military suicide. Awesome. So I have tons of organizations that I work with. So that'd be awesome.
That's good. Yeah. And military people, returning veterans from the military, it's something that doesn't really get talked about that often, but there is a very big issue with suicide when they come home, post-traumatic stress, not enough funding for those military personnel to go through what they have gone through, right? So
Right.
it's kind of scary to think some of the stuff that's happened there, but at the same time, we appreciate everything from the military, that what they provide, because even though it's not our military here in Canada, the U.S., we are a pretty close ally with the U.S., and a lot of our military soldiers fought hand in hand with their soldiers ever since we won the War of 1814. Well, 1812, but we won it in 1814. That's just a little dig at the Americans, my friends, because they think they won the War of 1812, but we did.
All right.
Yeah, so we actually, our show, our station is actually, we have American DJs, Canadian DJs, so we're pretty well versed, and I just like giving people a dig every once in a while, and
I love it.
there you go. Yeah, there you go. All right, so what's new and exciting with you? What do you have coming up? I know you have a new single coming out. We're going to talk about that at the end.
Yeah.
But other than the single, are you thinking of putting out a full length CD at some point, or
Yeah,
what's Payton's idea?
Yeah, I have an EP coming out at the end of this year. So excuse me, Run Boy Run is the first track off of my five song EP that's coming out this year. So that was just kind of like the introduction to it. And then the next single I have coming out on May 28th is also going to be on the EP. And all the singles I'm putting out, I'm putting out a single at a time from the EP, just kind of giving people a little bit of it at a time. And then at the end, I'm going to drop the whole thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's been my favorite project that I've done so far. So I'm really excited for this. And it's probably one of the first things that I've done in my career that's really brought every part of my life together in just kind of getting to put it out. And I'm just wanting, like, I worked really hard on this, and my team's worked really hard on it to be able to put out. And so people, I'm hoping they're going to love it. And it's really going to just kind of show like every little piece of my heart that I have for in each song. So it's really cool. And I'm really looking forward to that. The next single I have coming out is going to be on May 28th. I almost said the name of it right now, and that would have been really
I was just going to get you to say the name. Can you leak the name here? Can we do that? Can I pressure you, twist your arm?
I don't think you can.
Oh no. Oh, it's going to be that top secret, is it?
I'll give you a hint though. So my next single coming out is going to be really patriotic. It's coming out the Friday before Memorial Day, and we're in the process of shooting the music video for it, and it's going to be the first single I've ever done a music video for. So it's going to be really, really big, and I'm super excited for it. And I'm really hoping that, especially coming out of this whole COVID thing, it's really going to reignite that passion that people have and that love of country, and really going to show people, like, remind people what it's all about as far as, living in the States. Like, I'm so excited to put it out. So I can't exactly say the name, but I'll tell you.
All right. Is that American flag behind you? Sorry, I just
yeah, it's a little drape thing I got going on.
All right. Yeah, no, I was checking that out. That's pretty cool. So, but you'll get us that single, and
you bet I will.
Send it to the station, send it to me direct, right? And if you want it to be leaked a little bit early, I'm just saying, this guy here knows how to leak songs early. If just, hey, a couple days early, if you could leak this song, that would be kind of cool and make it look like an accident. I'm the guy.
All right, I'll definitely keep him.
Okay. All right, so that's coming out in May, you said, just before Memorial Day.
Yeah.
The Friday before,
yes.
Which is pretty good. I think that would be like May. I don't even know what's that?
28th.
28th is the Memorial Day, right?
That's the Friday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. So May 28th, that's when that's coming out. I was thinking the 24th, but that's our weekend. We have a holiday the weekend before you guys, and then you have that holiday. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So, but I mean, our holidays haven't been very good because of COVID. They shut everything down still. Yeah, we just got out of a lockdown here, and then yeah, and then they're talking about reinstating it already, because it's they have the other variant here, and it's getting to be crazy numbers already within like 3 weeks from getting out of the lockdown. It's starting to go back up, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we just really hope that vaccine gets here sooner than later, because that's the main one. And over there, you have like 4 or 5 to choose from. Here in Canada, there's right now we've certified 4 of them, but we can only get access to one of them. So it's kind of, or 2 of them right now. So it's kind of we're short on vaccines until Joe Biden says, "Hey, you can have some of ours."
Sweet.
So yeah. So what was it like performing as an artist during the COVID time? Because you started releasing singles during this time. What was that like?
I was fortunate enough to be able to find the places that were still having live music, and I was fortunate enough to have a fan base on my socials, large enough to do virtual concerts, things like that, and live streams. And there were some places where I was during that time where people were still having live music, and people were taking the safety precautions to have live events and shows like that. So I was fortunate enough to not really have to face that much of it. And also getting to do the whole online thing, live streams and virtual concerts were also really fun. And I definitely learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from learning how to just like interact with my fan base strictly online and strictly through social media. So it was kind of cool to get to experience that and learn and grow from it. It's definitely helped me in my career, I would say. But I was fortunate enough to still get to be able to play shows during that time.
Yeah. And I mean, when you go back and forth to Texas and Nashville for a little bit, they shut down a little bit more severe than Texas did. I know that there was some time that Texas was shut down too, only because I have a business where we import stuff from Texas and California. And we had a couple of weeks where we weren't able to get anything shipped. They told us you ship it the week before because we're going to be down for at least 2 weeks, and then but then they shortly got back thereafter. And then that storm that hit, did you guys get affected by that too?
Well, it was crazy. I mean, I was in Nashville at the time, but it was during the time period of that storm. I was actually needing to come back to Texas for some shows. And I was in Nashville and I was stuck there when then the storm hit. And out here we had everything from like busted pipes to frozen pools, and everything was insane, like power outages, and everything was no water. It was crazy. But I was fortunate enough to during that time, like when I was trying to get back to Texas, I think I had like 3 or 4 canceled flights, and so we're like praying that it doesn't get canceled again. But I was lucky enough to not have to cancel any shows, so I was able to still come back out and play in Texas. So that was nice. But I was in Nashville during the actual storm, so it was kind of cool to get to see the city all covered in snow. It was people in Nashville actually know how to handle storms a lot better than I would say places that don't normally get that kind of weather.
Right. Yeah. Like Texas.
Yeah, we don't normally get stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. The only other time I heard of it snow in Texas was in Dallas. One year that they had the Super Bowl there, and there wasn't like anything major. There was like a dusting of snowfall. That was like way back in the I'm gonna say early 2000s, maybe late 90s even. But I do have some friends out in Texas right now, and they were just having a ridiculous time. Their water pipes didn't burst in their house. They were fortunate enough that didn't happen. But their water pipes for leading into the house did burst, because they don't bury them as deep in Texas as what they do here in Canada. For example, we have to bury our water lines at least 4 feet deep, because that's where how cold it does get sometimes. But there, I guess he said like his water pipe was probably about a foot down into the ground. That's it. So it was because you don't expect that to happen in that area, right? This is
No,
a
not at all.
100-year storm, essentially, is what that was,
Yeah.
right? So,
That was crazy.
yeah. So hopefully the building codes change for the next time, so it's not as bad out there if it ever does happen again. But that was kind of crazy, and to see a different point of view. You were stranded because you had to get out there, but yeah, I can't imagine. Actually, some of the videos that I've seen of people's houses where the water lines exploded and whatnot, and then people say that well, it's snow, they just need to slow down and learn how to drive and stuff like that. But when you're not used to it, there's no plow trucks, there's no salt trucks, there's none of that stuff, right? Which we have the luxury of having here in Canada. So even if we do slow down, those salt trucks and plow trucks kind of clear the way for us, type thing, right? Whereas that wasn't an option out there. Essentially, you needed to stay home. So
yeah, it was pretty crazy. It definitely was out of the ordinary for sure.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. So we got some people joining here on the station chat. We have a couple of other celebrities, actually, that you may or may not know of. Robert Eskridge, he's down from your neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
He's he goes to Music Row quite a bit. Cher Marie White, she's from way up north in Canada. She's from Alberta. We had Robert Hiscock. I saw him there. I don't know where he went, but he was here. He's from Canada too, the East Coast. So some other celebrities joining in just to say hi, pop in, see what's going on. So you're not alone. You're in good company now. Have you ever heard of Robert Eskridge?
I have, yes.
Yes? Okay. Good things, I hope.
All good things.
He's a personal friend of the show, and we like to bust him up a little bit and make fun of him. But yeah, so he's been in and out of the chat here, listening to us while we talked. Let's see if anybody else is there. Shelley Lynch was in for a bit. She's another artist from Canada that we're actually doing a show. We're doing a live Facebook show. This is the first live show since COVID that we're going to be allowed to do. So we're actually going out to her location, and yeah, and we're going to live stream for her to all of our fans. And again, it is a paid event, but the proceeds go to a good cause. It goes to it's called Angel Flight, which is a air ambulance kind of service for the area that they live in. Where they live in, the hospital is quite a ways away. They're pretty rural, so the people are driving like 3 hours to the closest hospital type thing, right? So Angel Flight gets them in the plane, ships them off, and helps them out with that. So that's what we're gonna do with them. So everybody should tune into that. That's April 10th. April 9th, you have something coming up. I saw something in, I think, Nashville on your schedule.
Yeah, I'm going to be out there again. I'm really looking forward to it. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be out there again. So I'm really looking forward to that. I have a couple things coming up on my website. You guys can check it out, PaytonHowie.com. And I usually list all my shows or any kind of streaming events that I'm doing. I always list them on my website. So those are
yeah, I'm just going to jump on to the PaytonHowie.com here for a second. Give me one second.
You are all okay.
Yeah, and then we have, I'm not a very good multitasker, but yeah, so March 26th, you have Conroe, Texas. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And then Cleveland, Texas. I didn't even know Cleveland, Texas was a place.
It is a place.
Oh, there you go. So Montgomery, Texas on April 2nd, Willis, Texas, April 3rd, Spring, Texas, April 9th. There you go. Spring, Texas again, April 10th. Nashville, April 12th. You're in Nashville at the Donaldson Pub. Is that what it says?
Yeah, Donaldson. It's going to be out there.
Donaldson.
So
There
if
you
you
go.
guys are in Nashville, come out and see me at Donaldson Pub.
Donaldson Pub. There you go. And I like the one venue in Spring, Texas. It says Payton Howie live at I Don't Know Yet Lounge.
Yeah, I know. They call it the IDYK Lounge or whatever, something like that. But yeah, they're very funny. I promise. I
hilarious.
know it's an actual place. I know where I'm going, but
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking that all. People are gonna think that I'm just like I have no idea where I'm going. I just know I'm going somewhere.
Yeah,
no,
I'm going to Texas. I don't know where yet, but I'll go there.
Yeah, it's actually a place. I promise. You can look it up. The IDKY.
IDKY. There you go. And are these events, you can buy tickets for these events on your website or?
Yeah, the ones that require ticket purchases, you guys can click the link and it'll take you to the link if there is one. And if there isn't one, then yeah, it's just open to the public.
Yeah, because you have two spots here, RSVP and then notify me, right? So
yeah, so that's lined up with Bands in Town. So if you guys use Bands in Town, you guys can go on there and you can track me and see wherever I'm going. That one's, I like Bands in Town a lot because you can really see, you know, where like the lineup of where someone is going and you can see people around there. So if you're looking to make a trip out, it's a really helpful tool.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that for sure. All right, before we wrap things up with another final song, is there anything else that you want people to know of?
Man, I'm really looking forward to the upcoming music that I have coming out. Like I was saying, I have a new single coming out on May 28th. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so much fun because we're shooting the video for it coming up here in a few days. So it's gonna be the first video I'm shooting for a song. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, Payton Howie, and you guys can go on there and get notified. Turn on my notifications so you can see when the video drops. It's gonna be so awesome.
There you go. And, yeah, do the same with us too. Hit those post notifications, right? Turn that bell.
Notifications are great.
Gray,
So yeah. Turn them on for this channel. You guys got it.
There you go.
But yeah, and if you guys listen to music on Spotify, you guys can check me out there. Or my socials on my Instagram is Payton Howie Music, and my Facebook is the same. And I'm always posting on my website and my social media where I'm going to be next. So if you guys are looking for a show in your area and I'm coming out that way, I'm going to be all over this year. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Good. All right. So you're going to do a song here. We could talk a little bit about that song after, but the next song that you're going to do is Run Boy Run. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So let's talk about the backstory of this, because again, the advertising that you have for it is very, very, it shows you holding a match. Getting ready to burn somebody or something, right? So
right.
And then listening to the lyrics. By the way, when I listen to your music, it's like, man, your stories come to life, and it's not just about, you know, just making random music about some guy that like Taylor Swift that you had a one night fling with. Well, you do have that one song that's about that. You don't even know his last name, or last name it's called, right? So but yeah, no, that song is well, I'll let you talk about it. Go ahead and talk about Run Boy Run.
Yeah. Okay. So Run Boy Run, that's the most recent single I've put out. So it's pretty new. And it is the first single off of the EP that's coming out this year. Run Boy Run is a song that I co-wrote with Eric Halbig and Michael Austin. Those are two amazing writers that I'm working with out in Nashville. And man, this song, we actually wrote it right after I had been cheated on. So it was real funny because I was already really sick and tired of having friends of my own that had been cheated on, my girlfriends and my guy friends. I was like, yeah, you know, cheating is a really, really stupid trend. And we were talking about it. We're sitting down, we're like, you know, anyone that is cheating is just straight up trash. Like you can't just like stick with one person. Like, what's up with that? So this song is for all those cheaters out there. And it's me telling all those cheaters, like, look, like you better just keep running because I'm coming for you. So
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's it.
All right, here you go. This is Run Boy Run with Payton Howie right here on accessradio.ca.
All right, here we go. You kiss over in the dark, pretend to tell you things you never tell nobody else. You're the match that lights the spark, that drains a heart until that heart has nothing left. Boy, I promise, right here honest, you can't outrun a guilty conscience. Gonna lose her, yeah, that truthers ain't gonna sit and watch you use her. You should already be long gone, run, boy, run. 'Cause I got that ripped jean attitude, gonna make it hell for you. Boy, what's done is done. Karma, she's a bitch, she's got a different point of view. Because of the way you played her, I'm gonna be your troublemaker. You took something you shouldn't take, don't underestimate the end you get nailed. I'll give you 3 steps towards it all before you feel the pain you never felt. You should already be long gone, wrong, boy, run. 'Cause I got that ripped jean attitude, gonna make it hell for you. Boy, what's done is done. Karma, she's a bitch, she's got a different point of view. Because of the way you played her, I'm gonna be your troublemaker. Promise, right here honest, you can't outrun a guilty conscience. You should already be long gone, wrong, boy, run. 'Cause I got that ripped jean attitude, gonna make it hell for you. Boy, what's done is done. Karma, she's a bitch, she's got a different point of view. Because of the way you played her. Because of the way you played her, I'm gonna be your troublemaker. I'm gonna be your troublemaker. Yeah.
There you go. Awesome job, Payton Howie.
Thank
That right there with "Run Boy Run." I do appreciate it. That's an awesome song. So it kind of, like I said, the first song I ever heard was "Troublemaker" by you, and that kind of runs with that song type thing. You know, it goes all into the same kind of category, and I love it. It's your music is great, and like I said, it's. We have you playing right now on the country station and the rock station because you're kind of that rocker country kind of style.
I like that.
Yeah,
for sure.
and we'll probably put you on the pop station too because we have all three. But obviously, even the people on the rock station are commenting that they like it as well. So there you guys go. We have another guy, local guy here from London, Ontario. Actually, his name is Scott Howarth, and he's actually just released a new single. He's been getting some airplay on radio as well. So he's a pretty big guy in Canada right now. Hopefully, maybe we could get him into the States too, and get his information, or not his information, but his numbers in the States up over there. But Scott Howarth just joining the chat. Thank you for joining us, Scott, and as well. So last little bit before we go, anything else that you want to say to your fans out there?
Yeah, just, go stream Run Boy Run. Thank you guys so much for joining in and listening. I appreciate it always. I'm just super excited for new music coming out. So make sure you guys go follow my social media pages at Payton Howie Music, so you guys can get notified when I release new music. And I'm super excited for you guys to hear it. And I'm really just hoping y'all love it. Got so much in the works this year. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thank you so much, Access Radio, for having me. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you for being here. And we do appreciate everything that you do. Keep up the good work, and we will see everybody later. Thank you for joining us here today. Give a big round of applause to Payton Howie. Make sure you share this on social medias. Check her out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere where good music is heard, including accessradio.ca. Check her out over there on the country channel and on the rock channel every once in a while. So there you guys go. And we will talk to you all later. Peace out.